At this point, there is literally no reason to pretend to be shocked because Kanye West has shown and told us who he is over and over and over again. Everybody acted so surprised. Like, girl,
holy worship me, yeah, you could blow me. I ain't the only, you so lonely, insecure, they don't control me. I ain't the only.
So really quickly, that song that you just heard is off of my new EP. Make sure that you check my description box so that you can stream it and get your life. Also, check out my Patreon at patreon.com/AdrianExpression. Just put up a new episode of the podcast on Tuesday, like I always do every single week. So yes, don't ask me the specifics of this entire situation. I think it was for some Balenciaga thing or something like that. But Kanye West, as you can see here, was buddying up with Candace Owens, wearing a shirt that said White Lives Matter. And also, I literally just saw before making this video that he is going to be sitting down with Tucker Carlson to do an interview. So at this point, I don't get the rah-rah, I don't get the surprise, I don't get the shock. This man literally said that slavery was a choice. He literally was wearing Donald Trump fucking hats, supporting Donald Trump, taking pictures with goddamn Donald Trump. And y'all just let that shit slide. Everybody let that shit slide. People let that shit slide. People let that, cause he's a genius. He's a genius. Every time I think about Kanye West and I think about like all the shit that he be doing, I think about Chrisette Michele and how, like, rightfully she was dragged for trying to, sing for Trump's inauguration or some shit. But it's just like, can you imagine being, and I know I said this before, but can you imagine being Chrisette Michele and looking at all the shit going on, like looking at how successful, how many excuses, people make for Kanye West. Meanwhile, all you wanted to do was sing for this white supremacy. and meanwhile, he is out here literally supporting the shit, moving the shit forward, being a conduit for white supremacist bullshit. Like that's what he is. That's what he is. So like, it's so interesting to watch the different dynamics. Like Chrisette Michele got dragged. What? She got dragged. And it's just like, y'all let these men do what the fuck they want in the industry. Y'all let these men do what the fuck they want. That's crazy as hell. Kanye West does struggle with mental health issues like many other people do. Bipolar disorder, apparently, from my understanding, is one of them. And it's just like, to even insinuate that his white supremacy comes from his bipolar disorder. So it's so fucked up. Like, y'all don't have, and this is why I said in the podcast, like, y'all do not have these conversations when it comes to mental health at any other time. Y'all do not care about people with bipolar disorder. I have known very closely multiple people who are dealing with, who are living with bipolar disorder. It does not automatically come with white supremacy. What are y'all talking about? And so not only is it a dumbass concept to even be implying that, but it's also so offensive to people who struggle with, other people who struggle with mental health issues, to imply that, like, oh, well, of course he'd be white supremacist because he has bipolar disorder. Like, are you serious? You can't be serious right now. You can't be serious right now. So y'all are gonna encourage this man to keep going. Y'all are egging this man on. Y'all just, I'm sure, surrounded by yes men. Just continue to egg this man on and on and on and on until something crazy happens. It's so interesting to watch these kinds of things develop, because everybody gonna act like, oh, we don't know what the fuck going on. We had no idea. When something is extremely crazy happens, that's when everybody, oh my God, what? We never could have imagined. It's just so stupid. You see the shit developing, and like I said, the surprise, the shock is so weird at this point. He told y'all multiple times who he is, and some people keep making excuses for this grown man. Child, it's just a complete mess. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about Kanye West no more because my head will explode. I'm sorry, I saw this tweet and I laughed because she's coming. Miss Mamas is coming, Miss Autumn Girl is coming. And anytime I see this girl on my timeline, anytime, she's an icon, she's a legend, but anytime I see her, I already know, okay, that my seasonal depression is also coming as well, all right? So, the leaves are falling off the trees. Y'all already know. I feel like y'all already know that I fucking hate winter. Y'all know I hate winter. Y'all know I hate winter. I fucking hate this planet for being lopsided, whatever the fuck, stupid ass orbit, whatever dumb ass fucking lopsided ass spin. You can't even fucking keep the season straight, girl. Stand up. Somebody tell Planet Earth to stand the hell up. I'm tired of this bullshit every time, every year, bitch. You don't want to take a day, you want to take a year off? Can we have summer all year round, bitch? I know she's tired of spinning. I know Planet Earth is tired of spinning that wobbly ass fucking spin, stand up, straighten that neck up. So apparently, this is just rumors though, like there's some insiders apparently saying this. It's news about the Grammys. So an insider apparently is saying that voters could go with, like the Grammy voters could go with Encanto for album of the year to avoid choosing between Beyonce and Adele. So LA Times predicts that Adele and Beyonce will be there'll be a showdown. I guess that's the word that they use to describe it. When we're talking about album, song, and record of the year at the 2023 Grammys, there's a quote here that says the prospect of an epic rematch between two veteran superstars. And I'm like, no shade, no shade, no shade, no shade. Like, there's absolutely no shade. Well, I'm about to say, no shade, but Adele was listening to Beyonce when she was young. You know what I mean? So yes, you know, obviously titans in the industry, but it's just insane to be, and this is why I always say we gotta every single time I talk about these award shows, I always say we gotta make our own shit, because like, are you serious? It should not even be a question, mamas. Like, this Renaissance took over the planet. Like, come on. I'm sorry. Like, like I said, it's no shade. It's not to take away from Adele's artistry or whatever. But it's just, niggas, we gotta make our own shit. We gotta make our own shit. Yes, accolades and awards are amazing, but we just gotta redefine all that shit for ourselves. We just have to. This shit I just think that's crazy. I will not take my black ass there again to be crying like, I'm sorry, like for the cameras and shit, and then they zooming in on Beyonce's face when she crying and shit, and it's just, I don't like that shit. We gotta make our own shit, y'all. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna show you part of this clip of Keke Palmer defending Halle from these racists.
Why can't a mermaid be black? Why is that too unrealistic for you? Because you do know she's friends with a talking crab, and I know you're not the sharpest people, but crabs can't talk. In fact, the entire thing is fiction. And since the beginning of the entertainment industry, the most roles for black women were that of the maid. So it's about damn time we get to play the mermaid.
Everything she said was 100% true, and they can be mad about it. Just say that you're racist with your chest. I would respect that way more than beating around the bush. Oh, well, you know, according to science, even though that's completely false, according to science, you can't have a dark skin because the sun doesn't, you can't have a dark skinned mermaid because the sun won't, you know, it won't get down to the, like, just say that I don't see niggas on my screen. Like, just say that. Say that I expected that. Like, that's okay. So it's just like, I would rather know who I gotta stay away from. Just say with your chest, fully, so that we can just all pack your ass up. That's it, that's fine. That's fine. So real quick, and I'm probably not even going to be discussing the shit like this, but this Angelina and Brad Pitt news is just slowly coming out. It's more and more shit coming out, right? And I just see Amber Heard and Johnny Depp shit replaying, like the same kinds of conversations going on, the same type of rhetoric happening. It's like watching a rerun. I really think that how this society treats these cases is absolutely ridiculous, especially when it comes to defending some of these trash ass men, all right? And the way that they trample over women in this shit. It's very interesting because it's like, it doesn't matter what you tell somebody who is defending an abuser. It does not matter what you tell them. They're going to find some way to make an excuse for them. So arguing with their ass is not, I mean, they can literally see video evidence of abuse happening, and they will continue to make excuses. What did she do to deserve it? Oh, her kids are brainwashed, and that's why they're staying away from the parent. It's like, nah, if your child don't want to be around you as a parent, that's, I hate to break it to you, most times that's the parent fault. Like, who don't want to be around their goddamn parents? That's hard pill to swallow, bitch, but like, I don't know what to tell you, girl. So it's not gonna be pretty, especially in the court of public opinion. This shit is gonna get extremely messy. But I mean, that's really all that was happening this week. I'm sure by the time I, you know, finish editing this video, will be much more happening. But that's all I want to talk about, y'all. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.
Y'all know you cannot stop it, only stop it. Look yeah. Oh, you did a double take me and my bitches got you looking, yeah. Looking, yeah. Oh, you did a double take me and my bitches got you looking.